Hey, 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 how's it going? This is Gray over at Wakizashi's Teahouse in Japan, coming to you live on a Saturday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. here. Happy February. Can you believe it? It's February. Yes, February's here. I'm very happy to hear that because it felt like January. January was going on forever. Do you know what I mean? Thought it was never going to end. So how are you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? That's what I want to know. We had Jogren 2 here before. Hey, Gray. How's it going? Hope you're doing well in the land of the rising sun. I tell you what, it doesn't feel like it's risen today. It's freezing out there and it's miserable. But he's saying my comic shop, thanks to Diamond Destruction, terrible, right? It still hasn't got the Marvel books this week. Oh no, that's too bad. But good news is you did get your DC books, right? Yeah. So Green Lantern, I haven't read it yet. Looking forward to reading it, but looking forward to catching up with that. I'm behind as usual. I'm behind on comics this week. I have been reading things. I just dropped a review of the latest issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 6 from the new series. Jason Aaron, Juan Ferrero Rocher. No. Juan Ferreira. Try and get that name right. I can't roll my R's. He takes over as the new main artist, and it looks awesome. It looks so good. Actually, shall I share a photo while I'm talking about it? Let's see if I can find one. I took some screenshots for the review. Wait till you see this art. I think it's awesome. It's really good. Just a second. Here we go. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm having problems with my mouse as well. Oh my god, what's going on? This is a great shot, isn't it? Look at that. It's a close-up. Big punch, big fist, way of the exploding fist, which I do reference in my video review. Here is a big double-page spread, give you a better idea. Look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? Just making sure I'm sharing, because sometimes I forget. Everything's breaking? What the heck? What's going on? Oh my god. We'll get back to that. And another one here. Look at that. For the last time, you big hothead, simmer down, crack. I love the close-up there on, it's Raph's in red, isn't he? Raph's teeth. My God. Leo's pretty angry. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the studio. You're not Genki? What the heck? Nothing cute. No, Genki means well. It means like, it's like, how are you in Japanese? Genki desu ka, how are you? Well or fit or healthy? Look at me. I don't feel it. Yo, Dwayne, how you doing, man? Good? I'm glad you enjoyed the comics talk with Mick, with my brother, talking about British comics in the 70s and 80s, how he got into comics first of all, and then via him, how I got into comics. And like the British comic scene and what few American comics we could get back then. It was really interesting, like catching up. Diamond in the toilet. Oh my god. Nosferatu's in the chat. He's threatening to reveal Batman's identity. No, I can't believe you just done that. Look at that. Walks in, drops it, leaves. Leaves us crying. Fantastic to see you, Nosferatu. I hope you're Genki. I hope you're good. Diamond is a trash fire filled with stinky poo burning, says Jogron 2. Yeah, it was good to see him, wasn't he? Yeah, he's good. It's the meaning behind it wasn't just to kind of catch up and have a chat with him, but it's like, it won't get that many views, but it doesn't matter. It's there for however long the internet or YouTube lasts. It's like a little memento of me and my brother. A little bit of our lives on the internet forever. What stays on the internet is on there forever, right? Is that how it works? So yeah. Nossie's Catwoman. Yo, Nene's here as well. Unbelievable. Look at this. Fantastic to see everybody. We also have Fear Monarch. I heard Snape kills... Oh my god, spoilers going everywhere. Unbelievable. What do you like? You guys and girls are crazy out there. Trying to find a random clip. Did I? Yes, I did drop this one. This is what I say to spoilers.
No!
Tell you, this is completely random, I know, but I'm rewatching, because I didn't finish it the first time, I'm rewatching Twin Peaks The Return, the 2017 third season, and I am absolutely blown away. I'm so in at the moment, so into it. It's amazing. I think I'm up to episode 12, so I've got like 4 or 5 left to go. Trying to take it, a little bit slowly, not binge through it too quick. Just appreciate how mad bonkers cool it is, how amazing it looks, like the music, the soundtrack, the acting. It's so good. It's so funny. It's so freaky, crazy. Where are we? I don't want to spoil anything, says Nosferatu, but ducks in England. Ducks leave Tony Soprano's pool and he collapses, doesn't he? That's right. That's how it all started. I'm gonna cough here. I'm gonna cough. Getting too excited. Yeah. Looking forward to, in the future, going to be on with Yule on one of his live streams. That's cool. That's cool. Fantastic Comics, Yule. Go subscribe to Fantastic Comics. I can't catch them live, because it's the problem with living in Japan, living in the future. Everybody's live stream weekdays is like my time. It's like either early morning. No, I'm thinking about work. It's lunchtime at work, so I can't watch. Shout out to Yulf and Dwayne as well. That's good to hear. Okay, let's get on with some comic news. Waffling away forever. Here we go. This is the big news. You probably heard it already, and this is according to the writer. So you know what I mean. We've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Just share the screen and make sure it's sharing here. Looking good. Okay. This is Scott Snyder from his Substack, which to be fair to him, he does have I think paid levels, but this is free for all. I'm not subscribed, I'm just reading it. It's about Absolute Batman issue 5, the next issue, not out yet, but he's saying he just got the sales. He was talking to DC about the latest issue, and the sales for, the advanced sales, supposedly, in quotations, 140,000 or over 140,000 on issue 5, which is pretty impressive when you think, it's not a number 1. Scott goes on to say he can't wrap his head around it. I never expected us to sell even really a fraction of that by the time we were at issue 5. But all I can tell you is the fact, again, lots of facts here, the fact that Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Superman and the Absolute line are both over 100,000 at this point and still selling out. Now, I'd love to hear from, actual people working in comic shops, a bit like you were just talking about. Love to hear what the, their sales are like. But I'm glad to hear it sounds like it's doing well. They are selling well. Where are we? Yep, that's it. So basically, he's delighted. He's very happy. Let's have a look at some of the covers here. Ooh. Look at the size of his thighs. My goodness. That's quite a cool one, isn't it? It doesn't list the artist, but ooh, I like this one. This is a Precious Metal artist, isn't it? Whose name escapes me right now, but I picked up his variant of Metamorpho, that crazy comic number 1. Great variant cover. Woo! The Man Boys. It says it's signed, that one. Very cool. So yeah, Absolute Batman. What do you think about that? Hey, are you impressed? Stop screen a sec. Get back to... Oh my god. Nosferatu. Gray, I want to tell you I was gifted a hacked Chinese console with 27,000 games. I know you're not into comics, mate. Thanks for jumping anyway, and see you later. You have a good night. Comics kept me off the bar stool, says Dwayne. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Nay. Lynch was always about ambience, mood, not so much about plot. If you don't consider his ventures into realism. Elephant Man's a great film. Elephant Man and The Straight Story. Really like them both. But for me, it's a tough one. It's Blue Velvet or Wild at Heart. Possibly Wild at Heart is my all-time favourite. But so many to pick from. Also a big fan of, the name escapes me right now, Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me. That was a mad movie, wasn't it? Crazy. Dwayne's enjoying the absolute titles. That's good to hear. And Jargon 2 is reading only Absolute Superman. Okay, you like that so far? Yes, that has been good, hasn't it? Absolute Superman is looking good. And speaking of that, where are we? No, what am I doing? What am I doing? Remove. I've got a, what do you call it? A bookmark about Absolute Superman somewhere. Issue 4, a preview. Shall we have a look at this, folks? Let's have a look. Neil Gaiman. Did somebody say Gaiman? I'm not even going to comment on that. I know, you know what I'm like. I try and focus on positives. But, you know, I was a big fan of the Sandman back in the day. There you go. Anyway, Absolute Superman issue 4. This is a preview from AIPT. January the 31st. This is from yesterday. Superman meets the mysterious Omega Men. Supes is on the run, pursued across the globe by armed peacemakers and Lazarus Corp's top field agent Lois Lane. Now, a new force joins the chase, but are the mysterious Omega Men friends or foes for Kal-El? So it comes out on February the 5th. Oh, brilliant! For me, that's, well, not quite, almost this week. That's next Wednesday. Jason Aaron writing, Rafa Sandoval on art. Let's have a look at some of the pages here. This reminds me of a Tom King page, mimicking a page from Watchmen, a Dave Gibbons page, isn't it? Okay. Let's get to some action. Look, what's going on here? Someone's being beaten up. You're Crenshaw, right? I'm gonna kill you, stupid. I hear you like to cut people for fun. I didn't say cook, I said cut. Which hand's your knifing hand? Look at this, he sticks, what is that? A rhythm stick. Electric charge stick, what do you call it? A kind of taser stick, a taser baton in his mouth. After this, we're done here, Peacemaker, except for one last thing. Ouch, Jesus. Breaks fingers. Very cool. Lois coming in there with a very short haircut. You're under arrest. Then we go back to more 9-panel grids. What do you think? Looking good. So it's out next week. Looking forward to that. Absolute Superman 5. Although I'm not quite sold yet on Sandoval's art. What would you say? Let's have a look at this one in more detail. Make it bigger. This is better. There's a cleaner line. There was something wrong, I think, with the colours, the colouring, or the way it was printed. Maybe issue 2. It was getting quite a lot of criticism for being CG'd or something. Things like this, you know, you can see they've used, you know, computer effects, some kind of effects to blur or mess around with it there. I don't know, but this panel looks good. The middle one, this looks like normal, good, strong lines. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully he's, you know, actually drawing it. We'll see. There we go. Looking good there, Absolute Superman. Okay, let's get back to the studio. Not sold on the 9-panel grid. Yeah, because it's kind of been done to death, hasn't it? And speaking of like good pages and panels, nay. Check out the latest issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was talking about it. There's some great panel work in there. Really good pages. The way the artist, I think it's Juan Ferreira, can't pronounce his name, but he uses some of the panels as like part of the art and things like that. You know, it's going back to the classic art of, is it Bissett and Totleben on Swamp Thing, you know, more Swamp Thing. They were incredible, the way they use the panels. JSA 3 is out on the 5th of February too. Dwayne, good to hear. Jagman's saying he thinks the artwork overall has been pretty good. Okay, that's good to hear. I don't have a problem with it, but it was people were commenting on the reviews, and then I heard it like other people talking about it in, you know, YouTube panels, like saying what is going on. It's a bit weird. Absolute Superman Outlaw. Okay, nay, maybe for the art, but TMNT was always too much suspension of disbelief. Yeah, fair enough. I never really got into it before. I'm getting into it now with this new run. It's only up to issue 6, so, it's a good time to jump on board. But I was always Usagi Yojimbo. I was more into him. Really like that. So, yeah. Okay. Next up, we're going to have a look at the Fantastic Five. The best comics of the week, according to AIPT. And surprisingly, I actually agree with some of these. I often do this for a bit of a laugh. Let's have some laughs and see how they're doing. What they're putting up as the best of last week. But come on, there are some good ones here. Let's see if I can surprise you. Here we go. And speaking of TMNT, here we go. This is the first one they've listed. Okay, this week is dominated by Marvel and Image Comics. This is their choices, not mine. With both bringing in 2 picks. Meanwhile, Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira's TMNT blows us away, number 6. It's a reminder that the Turtles' biggest strength is their unity, and that without it, they're in grave danger. It also solidifies its creative team, with Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira delivering a wicked combo of teenage angst and martial arts. There we go. So yeah, I agree with this. I recommend it. Storm, Life Dream, haven't read it, so I can't comment. This one I will agree with. Look at this! This was a surprise to make their list. It's Ice Cream Man number 43, and it's a very special issue because it's a series of single-page horror stories. That's right, single-page. Can you tell a story in one page of a comic book? Some fascinating, like the list of writers on there is really good. Should we have a look at the review in more detail? Let's see. Hopefully he'll list the names because I can't remember. Here we go. Including Grant Morrison. He's got two single-page stories in here. Kelly Sue DeConnick. Dwayne. Jalgron, that's for you. No comment. No comment from Gray. Matt Fraction. Jeff Lemire. Patton Oswald. Who? What's he doing in here? Jeff Johns, sounds pretty good. Zoe Thorogood and more. There we go. All told, this reviewer says, Ice Cream Man 43 has 22 tales, all 1 page long. The main writer, W. Maxwell Prince, writes 11 of them, with Morrison writing 2, and the remaining creators writing 1 each. Backing most of them up on art are Martin Morazzo and Chris O'Halloran, with Zoe Thorogood drawing her 1-pager and Ashley Walker drawing 1 tale. So it's mainly done by the regular artist, W. Maxwell Prince. Wait a minute, Martin Morazzo. Sorry. So yeah, anything else? Stories also contain the self-titled Ice Cream Man, plays on the board game Candyland, cooking shows by Jeff Johns, and Fourth Wall Breaking. Here's a variant cover. This one's by Maria Lovett. Bit weird. Has it got the main cover as well? Did I miss that earlier on? Was that the top of the page? Yeah, that's part of the main cover. Ice Cream Man doing the seesaw with the skeleton. Good grief. Okay. Unsurprisingly, Morrison's stories are pretty different, but with one about hell that'll make your skin crawl. This reviewer's favourite story, saying, is by Denny's Camp. No way. It has no words, but perfectly captures the worst thing that could happen to a comics reader. What could it be? No spoilers from me. Zoe Thorogood's 1-page story is about her brother's, oh my god, end of life. It's truly harrowing. You can't say that word on YouTube, by the way. Ice Cream Man 43 is a masterclass in experimental storytelling, proving that comics remain one of the most versatile artistic mediums, with its stellar lineup of creators, breathtaking variety, and emotional resonance. This issue is a must-read for fans of the series and newcomers alike. They give it 9.5 out of 10, and, wow. That's a bit more generous than me, surprisingly, but for me, it's it's between 8.5 to 9. 8.5 to 9. Okay, let's catch up. I didn't read it. I don't know what Storm Life Dream was about at all. It's a good question. Yeah, Grant got 2 pages. And a sword-wielding rabbit's kind of the same, but I think it's more wacky. I know, right? I know. I think because I started it pretty young. And again, this was one introduced by my brother, Usagi Ojimbo. It was introduced by Mick. He gave me the first trade back in the days. It was published by Fantagraphics. Like, wow, that's a long time ago. And I just fell in love with it because at that time I was getting into all things Japan. I was like a young teenager wanting to be, a ninja, that kind of thing. And once you get past the anthropomorphic characters, the animal characters, the storytelling is really good by Stan Sakai. It's really good. Where are we? Hurrah! Hurrah! Sorry, I went to Japanese then. It's like, look, Dwayne agrees. Usagi Ojimbo. Yes, Gary Larson could tell a story in one panel. Nay, that's true. Oh man, I used to love those, the Far Side calendars. Used to get those back in the day, many years ago. Okay, Fearmonic's chiming in. Patton Oswald's story sucked. What a shocker. Yeah, so I didn't want to spoil. Jeff Lemire's was a standout page for sure. More shockers. What did you think of Grant's, of Morrison's, yeah? Interesting. I still think I prefer, his earlier stuff, which is why me and Jim are going through Animal Man. We've just gone back to the Invisibles. We started Volume 2, Issue 1, if you can remember that, where it kicks off in America. So, yeah, that's not been edited yet. We only recorded that last night, my time. Late Friday night for me, early Friday morning for Jim. So, once he's edited it, taking out all the grey burps and pumps and farts. I don't know, I'm joking. He'll send me the file and I will get it edited. Get some visuals on it. Mess around with the intro again. Like a Kamala rally in a book. Says, is it to Megatherion or should I pronounce it To? Tomega, like Omega. Therion, awesome. Zax, how you doing? Are you Genki? Fearmonic saying, the funny thing is, Jeff's story added a bit to the Ice Cream Man lore. It was a really great segment. I agree. Yeah, really good. Zoe's, I swear, was just a page from a recent book. Is it true? Did feel really, random, more so than most. Cow tools? I'm almost Genki. Almost. I'm always Genki around Grey. Thanks, Axe. So yeah, Ice Cream Man, 43. Definitely worth picking up. Did I finish? Did I finish the list? No, I got distracted, didn't I? Got distracted and lost the plot as usual. Where are we? It's a one-man operation, what can I say? So after Ice Cream Man, they have Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue 4. Again, it's another series I'm not reading, but I've got to say, I like the look of this art here. It continues Mackey's masterful run of the character. McKay, is it? Sorry, Jed McKay. While Pramanik flexes with some inspired art choices. Let's have a quick look at the review. See if we've got some of the art, the interior art. Don't worry, I'm not going to read too much from it. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? Now Moon Knight is underground. Vermin's territory. Vermin! Is that from Spider-Man back in the day? Whoa. Let's have a quick scan of the review. Yes, he fights vermin, it says here. But how he gets there is what I'm personally here for. One nugget I loved about this issue was a revelation about a character lurking around the background of issue 1. Really? I wouldn't spoil it. So here's the art. I've never been... Here's a quote from Grey. What's that doing in Moon Knight? I've never been smart. Someone's here. Okay. Art on this issue is handled by Devmalia Pramanik. Although I'm sad about Cappuccio leaving the book for Ultimate Wolverine, that's right, this issue will dash any and all doubts about Pramanik picking up where he left off. Okay, should we have a look? They gave it 9.5 out of 10 again. Another 9.5 from AIPT. Is anybody surprised? And before I get back to you guys, number 1 is, here we go, it's a new issue from, oh my god, I'm forgetting, I'm getting stream brain. Is it Rick Remender or Jeff Lemire? I think it's Rick Remender. The Seasons, issue 1 from Image. Rick Remender's next giant generator project, paying homage to the adventures of Tintin, Hayao Miyazaki's films, Winsor McKay and Jeff Smith's Bone. There we go. Paul Azaceta's on art. It's a compelling read that takes a bit of patience to admire truly. Uh-oh, haven't read this yet, by the way. I've not got down to it, I'm not around to it. I saw the art and I was like, I don't know. What do you think? Although the reviewer is saying, I love the panel with the white, conveying the steepness. Really? Tell you what, after reading the Ninja Turtles issue, it's not such an impressive use of panels as, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, what a surprise, folks. It's 9.5 out of 10 again from AIPT. I say I've not read it, so I can't really comment. They're saying it's bold, creative, it's got whimsy and intrigue, unique visual and narrative experience, although the slow pacing and lingering mysteries may test readers' patience. So even with that, quite a big negative, it still gets a 9.5. Okay, let's get back to... Anybody here? Oh my god, I've lost everybody. Everybody's gone, unbelievable. Nene's still here. Giving high ratings galore is really akin to young women all describing themselves as a 10. It's true. This issue was peak. Fear Monarch, are you talking about the Moon Knight or Ice Cream Man? Cow Tools is the infamous mystery panel, bobbing for babies, more to my liking. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's see, make sure we're on. Just checking the page on YouTube, it's like, oh my god, it's miles behind. I am live because you guys are commented, so that's good to hear. There we go. I always get a bit paranoid when that happens. Okay, we do have more news, folks. But before I do that, I was talking about wanting to share a bit of the art from Moon Knight. Let's do that, shall we? Shall we? Get rid of that. Because I do have a review copy. Just give me a sec while I open this up. I would drop a quick clip. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Oh, nice timing. You get this crazy clip just for you. Where are we? Let's have a bit of the Liverpudlians.
This is the life, eh?
Hey, do you want to fight or something?
Down, eh?
Where are we? Where is it? Good to see you. Mooney, no spoilers, says Fearmonic, but Mark is back to his old ways from the looks going forward. No more half measures. That sounds good to me. I haven't been reading. I dropped it a long time ago. I didn't know you were reading it, mate. Is it good? Is it worth picking up? So I won't spoil the whole thing, but we'll have a little peek, shall we? Shall we? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Okay, is that sharing? Because I want to make it full screen if it is. Fist of Khonshu. Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 4. Say that there's a new artist from this issue. Rats! It's called Rats, folks. Let's have a quick look. Okay. Alright. Wait a minute. Is this... I didn't recognise the name, but this reminds me of the artist who did These Savage Shores. The actually surprisingly good vampire tale from Ram V. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the comic company. I don't think it was Mad Cave. I don't think it was Boom. It might have been Vault. You can correct me in the chat. Going off memory, it looks a bit like that artist. Maybe it's the same one, is it? Nice character work here, character drawings. Okay, let's get down to some action. Weird smile there on this image. What do you think? The review copies aren't great quality, but actually this one's not bad. It's not going to like 144 pixel. What's you call it? Okay, yeah, it looks good. It doesn't even look that different from Cappuccio. Fearmont, what do you reckon? I like this style. If this is their first issue on art, they've made a good impression. Okay, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to spoil, but here was that page we saw before. The vermin. The vermin's coming for Moon Knight. Let's go back to the main page here. Grey. Moon is my favourite Marvel character. It's got to get pretty bad for me to drop it. But this has been a treat. Slower pace and a lot of slow burn for the story. But when it hits, it hits. It's nearly midnight and I'm baking an apple cake, says Sherry. Oh my goodness, that would be lovely. Oh, I wish I could try some or get the aroma. Baking apple cake sounds amazing. I love, warm or warmed up or baked apple pie. Dwayne Muth shouting out, Doug Monk and Chuck Dixon on Moon Knight. Nay, if I don't get my piece of pie, it didn't happen. Right? I know, right? Okay, so yeah, I do like the look of the art in that. Okay, I'll stop the sharing for a sec. Get back out of there. Get back to you. Let me just have a look on that on the artist. See if it is the same artist. So, by the way, while I'm rambling along, let me know your shout outs for this week. Or last week's comics so far. What's caught your eye? What's been good? It was a fairly quiet week, wasn't it? Overall. Where is Moon Knight? I can't even find it on the... Oh, gotcha. Dev Pramanik, artist. Known for Dune, House Atreides, Paradiso from Image, Vault Comics' Vampire the Masquerade, Winter's Teeth, and The Vigil. Maybe that's where I saw him before, The Vigil. I'll show you what I'm thinking of while I'm doing this. See if I can get it to work. I'm going to share Global Comics in a minute. If we can get it, These Savage Shores. Let's see if it's on here. I think it is. I want to show you the art in this. These Savage Shores. Let's go. Problem is, like, when I'm using StreamYard, you know how heavy it is, how it eats memory. So we'll see if this works. Here we go. From Global Comics. This is a compendium. This is the volume 1. Okay. It is Vault, right? From Vault Comics. It's going back a few years now. Doesn't have the full name, but I want the full name, but I want to get it for you. Grief, it's tiny. Here we go. Written by Ram V. Illustrated by Sumit Kumar. That's it, Sumit Kumar. Wait till you see the art in this. I love this art. It's beautiful and beautifully coloured. Really, really good. Doesn't get bigger now. You just have to do it page by page. Come on! Fantastic. So it's set like, it doesn't say here, I think it's like 1800s or 1700s. Stowaways on ships, vampires in India, mythical creatures. Really, really good tale. It was this and I think some of the work he did on Justice League Dark that brought like Ram V to my attention. Come on, guys and girls, what do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it? Let me get some more of the Indian scenes. Look at this. Something in this tree. In the trunk. What's inside? Is it full of bats? Yeah, I thought it was a great story. Really, really good. I think it's like 5 issues, going off memory, so you can pick them up individually or go for the trade. Very nice. So yeah, completely different artist. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely worth looking for. I wonder what Sumit Kumar is doing at the moment. Should we have a look? Let's have a look. The artist. Instagram. Let's see if there's anything posted on here. Visual artist from Delhi, India. This is 12 weeks ago, the last post they did, talking about the one hand and the 6 fingers. Okay. I didn't realise. I've forgotten them illustrated it. Yeah, there's not much recent news. Okay, anyway. This 9 grid looks more dynamic, with different angles and progressing the story at least. Yes, Nene, I agree. Good point, good point. Definitely prefer this style. To say, you know, I wish I could make it a bit bigger, but it looks awesome. Really, really good. I must get over the trade, actually. I would love to. Oh my god, a vampire! As she's bathing in the water. It's coming from behind. Can't show that. Okay, there we go. Just give you an idea. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful work. It makes you wonder how long did it take the artist, you know, to do this. Just gorgeous. Okay, we do have some more comic book news. What could it be? But while I'm on Global Comics and it's actually working, it's not, you know, slowing down ridiculously, I want to show you some clips of new releases this week. What's new? What's on here? Well, I've got Nene here in the chat. I want to show a bit of this. I think you'll appreciate this, mate. Really crazy psychedelic art. It's a title called Precious Metal. It's written by a fantastically named writer called Darcy van Poelgeest, if I'm pronouncing that right. The art is by Ian Bertram, and let's have a look. I'll show you. Let's share. I've talked about this before. It's a bit of a bonkers story, but I'd get this for the art. If you like sci-fi, you like something different, something weird. It's the same artist who did the earlier series from Image, Little Bird, if you know the character. Look at this, come on. Great stuff. It's just weird. It's like something out of, maybe 2000 AD, but a much better version, a really good adult story, without being like naughty or anything. It's got some high concepts, some pretty difficult themes about sentience, AI, that kind of thing. Weird creatures, body horror. What do you think? Again, different style completely to the previous one, the Indian artist Sumit Kumar, but this is Ian Bertram. As I say, I look out for the variant covers by this artist now because they're awesome. Really like them. He's got such a unique style. Yeah, so that's a recommendation from Gray. Precious Metal. Great title as well. Precious Metal. Not heavy metal. Just weird things. Look at this. It's so inventive. It reminds me a little bit of Mobius, the French artist back in the day. A little bit like, just with the weirdness of the cityscapes, the buildings, the clothing. Look at that. What is that? Wait a minute. That's not all he can do. Let me explain. Oh, yeah. Crazy characters. Good stuff. Good stuff. G knows me too well. Definitely checking that out. I thought that might catch your eye. Yeah, very inventive, and it's available on Global Comics, which I think you can check that out for free if you don't mind digital. I think they're doing like a 7-day trial or something. It's really good for small press and indie. It has some DC, no Marvel, but some DC titles, but mainly for like Image and Boom, Vault, Mad Cave, all the smaller presses. Definitely recommend it. Global Comics. And no, I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Global Comics. Excuse me. Voice is going again. It's time for another clip. What do we have? Let's have some Merlin magic. It's so random. Ooh. Just like wiping me runny nose. Did you catch me? Okay, let's see what else we have, folks, that I can recommend while I'm here. Because I did want to talk some more news, but not so much weird, but for something that's got really, to me, awesome art. Going back to the 1980s. Did you ever skateboard? ladies and gentlemen out there in the chat. Were you a skater? I wasn't. This made my my best of the year from last year. Grommets, Rick Remender, and Brian Posen. They were both writing it. Brett Parsons' art on this. Wait till you see it. It's a very distinctive style. It's kind of cartoony, but I loved it as a really good indie. Kind of colourful, nostalgic, you know, flashback to the 80s. I like his style very much. Look at that skateboard. Look at that awesome picture on it. So cool. Things like that, the detail here in the page. Very, very good. So again, very different style. Not surreal, not Lynchian, but bright and bubbly and funny. Loads of references to back then. Yeah. Grommets is worth a read. It's very funny and it's very moving at times. Surprisingly so. Yes. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, folks? Precious Metal is on the reading stack, says Dwayne. Huge recommend, Dwayne. You've got to go for it. Do pick it up. I like my Grommet with a bit more Wallace. Happy birthday, Chuck. Love Wallace and Grommet. So says Salty. How are you doing, Salty? Are you good? Well, are you Genki? Nene says, my younger brother was a skater. I was just playing soccer. I was wasting my time reading comic books and trying to be a ninja. Also with you, Fear Monarch. If you've seen the latest movie, the latest Wallace and Gromit, it's absolutely class. It's beautiful. Beautifully animated, you know, a work of love. Very clever, very funny, very smart. You know, just, yeah, pure craft. Craftsmanship. Can you say that? Who cares? Wow. Okay, what else was I going to talk about? So that's it for recommendations. There was a couple more things I wanted to mention in the news. Not that there's much news. Here we go. Not good news, I'm afraid. No. Forget that. Let's start with some good news. This would be good news for Dwayne, I think, and other people who have been waiting on this for forever. Batman Offworld. It's coming out, the final issue. The final issue is coming out, issue 6. I'll believe it when I see it. Terrible quality, that cover, by the way. I mean, not the art, the render, it's awful. Okay, the can't miss finale of Batman Offworld. It comes out on February the 5th. Believe it when you see it, which is next Wednesday. Batman is ready to return to Gotham City to apply all that he's learned from his unbelievable adventure in the farthest reaches of the cosmos. But unfortunately, the Black Sun twins still have one last lesson for him. A lesson in exploring the final frontiers of pain. It's the brutal, surprising finale to Jason Aaron and Doug Monk's Batman epic. I love this, by the way. The Slag Galaxy. Makes me want to laugh when I say that. I'm British. The Orb of Orphans. Headquarters of the Black Sun Mining Company. What's happened? Is this Batman on the floor? Or is it Punchbar? Who is it? His words are delicate, barely audible. Yet each syllable is a searing needle stabbing into my brain. He must be Batman, but he looks very freaky. I've got to do the Batman voice, but it'll probably make me cough again. I've trained myself to endure every form of torture known to man, but this thing isn't a man. No mind, I'm trying not to laugh. Do you know why it took so long, this, Dwayne, or anyone in the chat, Salty? Was it Doug Monk on the art? Was that what it was? I mean, it has been fun. It's been a really good mini-series, but the delays have just like completely fragmented it, don't you think? It's a shame. It's a shame. Damn you, Batman. Damn you, Doug Monk, if it was you. There we go. Get a bit more detail. I came here to help you, you stupid idiot. I'm getting jealous of Sherry's pie as well, Zax. I wonder how it's going. Can you smell it baking in the background? I wish. Dwayne saying Offworld 1 to 5 were a good read. They are a very good read, but it's been, how many months has it been since the last issue? I could find out, but I'm lazy. Grey needs a D-tier FNT hanger on shaved head black woman to shield him from criticism too. What the heck are you talking about, Salty? Getting bondage vibes from this. Wait a minute, did somebody say Neil Gaiman? No, I'm not talking about him. What's going on with the art in these panels, folks? It's looking a bit rough there, a bit rushed, a bit sketchy. Damn you to all the hells. So am I. Okay. So, I know, right? If you know, you know, and I don't want to know. I'm staying on, focus on the positives. Miss Martin Muses, speaking of positives. Great timing, great to see you. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? I hope so. Hope things are good. Wow, suddenly we've got a raid. People are here. It's amazing. To celebrate, what can I do? Drop some more waffles in the chat. Yes. To celebrate, let's play a song. I want to show you something. I've been working on my intros. Fearmonic can comment on this as well. Let's get to Gray's channel. I've been working on my intros for the Morrison reviews with Jim, and this is only available for members at the moment, but I can play it because I'm a member. So as an exclusive, let's get the beginning of this. One of the best issues, by the way, Animal Man 20. So good. Check out this. Watch the screens, folks. Let's see if we get no ads, thank God. Oh, it's not too loud, is it? I'm not sharing, am I? Oh, Gray, what you like? Do you know, I love my life. It's very happy. It's full of laughter. I couldn't see because I was full screen, you see. There we go. Let's have some music. Are you ready? Oh, God. Oh, that's so quiet. The volume's up high.
Japanese AI. I'm here for Grant Morrison, and we'll love him to the day we die. Hey, it's Animal Man, and it's gonna be great. Hey, it's Animal Man, and we are gonna go ape. We're gonna go ape. We're gonna go bananas. We're gonna go ape. We're gonna go ape.
Okay, that's enough of that. Are you still here? No, I refuse. Because it sounded really quiet. It's quiet on my end, Salty. Yay, music! Doug needs to use some blackened shadows. I know, that was weird, wasn't it? That looked pretty rushed. Got to shout out Jim, good old Jim from Weird Science Comics for making that theme tune. Fantastic. The good news is, he said he's working on another one, hopefully for the Invisibles. He might be making a new one. Can't wait to hear it. Sean Connery was great, says Miss Martin Muses. Absolutely, Miss Moneypenny. Oh, Gray, what do you like? What do you like, Greg? Okay, 49 minutes. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go before we finish. Should we have some more news, some comic book news? And I'm sorry, folks. It's not good news. It is not good news. It's rare. Some rare bad news on Gray's channel. What was covering it? Okay. Unfortunately, I had to use Bleeding Cool to get this story. But people have been talking about it in the Slack of various Patreons I'm part of. Where are we? Here we go. It's not a surprise, of course. It's about the Diamond bankruptcy, of course, and how it's affecting things. I was asking people, were you getting your comics okay? I've heard in the States there have been problems with supplies, but in the UK it appears to be most people have got everything, I think, by now. Valiant Comics, another one. It's only a small indie company as well, but they've basically had to put things on hold, it says. The relaunch is delayed for Valiant Beyond due to Diamond Comics distributors' Chapter 11 bankruptcy concerns. Valiant are now controlled by Alien Books, by the way. Alien Books. Salty. Alien Books. They have to pause creator work. They're exploring new distribution for Valiant Beyond initiative. Well, Alien Books also to restructure and cut costs to mitigate unpaid funds, folks. Unpaid funds. This is a big problem for the smaller independent comic book companies, the real indies. Diamond haven't paid them. Crowdfunding and a new online store focus for Alien Books during the market uncertainty. So this isn't just about them. I want to try and find out. There's an article about I think it's Vault Boom as well. Where are we? And IDW are close to declaring, what do you call it? No, not bankruptcy, but they've been in trouble for a while, IDW, and they're talking about substantial doubt for the future. There we go. Oh my god. I thought I had it bookmarked, but maybe not. Anyway, okay, never mind. But yeah, you get the idea. Tell you what, we'll go to news and we'll see. We'll see if it's there on the main page. Comics news. It's really sad. It's a sad story. This is it. Mad Cave Studios and Vault Comics quit Diamond. They're choosing Lunar distribution exclusively, again because of the bankruptcy. Mad Cave's last distribution through Diamond ends February the 5th, cancelling unfulfilled orders. Oh my god. Vault already ceased Diamond distribution in December. A backlist is still available while stock lasts. Very sad to hear that. There are no details as to whether Mad Cave or Vault will continue to be distributed by Diamond UK, which I've heard, yeah, it's part of Diamond, but it's kind of its own company, so from what I heard, it's not being directly affected, but hey, I'm not in the UK anymore, so I don't know. It's sad news, isn't it? Sad news. I've dropped my earphones again, folks. Oh my goodness. Woo! Almost saw me bald patch. Okay. I don't know what I'm putting them on for. Right, let me catch up. Thanks for it. Yeah, thanks for the info in the comments. Salty saying, my LCS told me the Diamond issues started last month. They were getting tons of stuff late, sometimes 2 weeks late. Been hearing that for a while. Things coming in late, things not being delivered, or the quality when they were delivered. The comics in the box were damaged, things like that. Dwayne saying, my LCS have 2 other distributors. There are some Dark Horse delays this week. Okay. I heard from someone saying they didn't get the Marvel. Their comic shop didn't get the Marvel comics this week. Lunar seems to be picking up a lot of slack. Now, I don't know much about Lunar. Just know that DC and is it Image have been going through them for a while. But again, I've heard not great things about Lunar as well. Some problems with payments or reorders or something. Anyway, G having so much heart for indies is a reason to subscribe to his channel. That's it. Salty, 80% of your pulls, yeah, are indies, absolutely. Luna and Penguin, says Dwayne. Drinks all round, Gray's paying. Am I? My LCS adapts to BS. Oh my god, mamma mia. So yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. Really am. For people who are trying to get their comics for the small comic book shops who are relying on customers, this is going to have huge repercussions all over the place, isn't it? It really is. Okay, we've got 5 minutes to go before we finish. I've got one more story to cover, and it is good news. It is. It's some nice news. Especially if you're a fan of Judge Dredd, folks. Judge Dredd. This is my final piece of comic book news for the night, for the day, for the afternoon here. Building a Better World. Rob Williams and Arthur Wyatt on Judge Dredd, Reform and Relevance. This is about a new graphic novel, Judge Dredd, A Better World. Co-writers Rob Williams and Arthur Wyatt present readers with a gripping tale that explores themes of reform, systemic oppression and media manipulation. Now, stop me right there. Does any of that sound familiar, by any chance? The new graphic novel is out now. Set in the sprawling, anarchic landscape of Megacity 1, the graphic novel starkly reflects our modern world, casting a dystopian lens on pressing social and political issues. But what makes this story truly compelling is its ability to pair biting satire with grounded human struggles. The writer here had the opportunity to speak with Williams and Wyatt about their inspirations behind this work. Let's have a quick look. Now don't worry, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but first of all, have a look at the art. I quite like this style. It's a nice style here. Where are we? At the heart of a better world lies the bold vision of Judge Maitland, a reformist who dares to challenge the deeply entrenched authoritarianism of the Justice Department. Maitland proposes reallocating resources from militarization to education and rehabilitation. Unbelievable, right? A notion that strikes a nerve in the perpetually chaotic Megacity 1. For Williams, this premise springs from the essence of science fiction itself. And this is in quotes from one of the writers. Williams is saying, Judge Dredd is essentially a science fiction, and all of the best sci-fi looks at what's going on in the world around us right now and expands those themes. We're dealing with media control, authoritarianism and the pursuit of power, subjects that are heavily pertinent for us today. They sure are. Wyatt, on the other hand, drew direct inspiration from recent history, particularly the 2020 protests. A lot of Better World comes out of watching people propose solutions during the protests, only to see those ideas brutally stamped out. There we go. Let's just go down a little bit more. Media manipulation and oligarchs. Another key thread in the narrative is media manipulation, embodied by Robert Glenn, a media mogul whose tactics mirror those of real-world oligarchs. Glenn pushes division and hatred to stir up the population, Williams notes. Again, sounds very familiar. That's all it's about. Do people not realise that that's what they're doing? That's what everything's been about. It's about dividing you from, your fellow brother or sister. Dividing us. That's all they want to do. That's all they care about. That's how they keep us controlled, submissive, or obeying everything. It's just ridiculous. We're stronger together. We're weaker, split up, divided. It's just crazy. Crazy. The more chaos he creates, the more his share price rises. He's the defender of the ordinary man, all while those same people are victims of the riots he incites. Wyatt hints that Glenn's storyline will continue to evolve. We've seen a little of this in the follow-up stories like Soft, and there's more to come. The art, where are we? Artists Henry Flint, Boo Cook and Jake Lynch each brought their unique styles to the project. However, Rob Williams singles out Flint's contributions as particularly extraordinary. Henry Flint is one of the great talents of modern comics, says Williams. His storytelling is impeccable. He broke traditional panel layouts into incremental acting beats, 12, 13, 14 panels per page, creating something truly beautiful. Despite its futuristic setting, A Better World feels eerily timely, especially given recent political developments. There we go. Vested power structures tend to hold the line, whether it's in America, the UK or Megacity 1, observes Williams. The hope comes from the fact that there are good people out there trying to make a difference. Salty? Anyone? Bueller? Wyatt agrees, adding, even proposing an alternative to the status quo is a radical act. A message of hope amid the grim. I'm not going to read any more, but that's pretty much it. It looks good. It sounds good. I'm curious. I want to check it out. Let's have a look at some of the art. Give you an idea. You can tell it's, 2000 AD. It's that kind of style. I like the look of it. And I like the sound of the story. Hoping it is actually good sci-fi, but we'll have to see. Okay. There we go. Who's still here? Anybody? Oh, new comments. Shut up, Gray. Why? Why should I be quiet? I don't have my Greta clip. How dare you? Here we go. Fearmonic saying the only thing my shop didn't have was Hello Darkness, but that's been like a week behind since issue 3. Is it good? Is it worth picking up? I read the first one, but that was all. Salty bagging and boarding tonight. Haven't come across my X-rated Frisson cover yet. Woohoo! Dwayne saying I help out on my LCS over the last 15 years. You star, man. That's brilliant. Ah, the Dredd, the wet dream fascists. Yeah, but it was always satire. Well, it was originally. That's how it started. Nay, Did they kind of adopt it? Batman and Judge Dredd is a great little mini-series. I loved it back in the day. Divide and conquer. Politicians. How can you be particularly extraordinary? Oxymoron. Oxymoronic. Nighty night, stick on the shins. The shins. I don't have the shins to play. How are we doing? Yeah, so it's 1 hour. Jesus, he's over time. It's time to make a coffee for Gray, Mrs. Wakizashi. So what shall I play us out with? Let's see what we have. Let's have a soft song. We'll have a bit of laughter and we'll move into a soft song. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Listening this far. Really appreciate it. You guys, you girls, you women, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else who's listening. Any aliens out there? Speaking of that, I saw a photo, allegedly, of an alien on Twitter. And I believed it. I believed everything about it because I'm so gullible. Where are we? Where was I? Okay. Thanks a million for watching. You take care. And don't forget, check out my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Very enthusiastic review. Something positive. Good night. That still freaks me out every single time.